What's up? How are you? Hopefully you're well. It's been a while. Oh, that's the one. What the? Why does it name that? Hmm? Okay. Uh, What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Hopefully you're doing well. But it's about that time. It's about that time that we moved forward with our plan. For all the people that thought that I was gonna be late, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. H1, oh yeah, H1's on time. H1's on time. Yeah, that's what you get. Prehistoric. That's what you get. What's up, Spotted? How you doing? We got another chess lesson today. And on YouTube, I got the vertical and the horizontal one. Hopefully it works out today. I'm still testing out some stuff. Hey, Patzer, gamer. What's up? What's up, Joshua? Seven long years since I've been on time to an H1 stream. Hopefully everybody had a good day yesterday. I know it was Memorial, and just to let everybody know beforehand, I do not stream on holidays.
Mission failed.
Unless it's a special event that I'm doing, I don't stream on holidays. Yeah. So, anyway, let's get started. Suspicious, what's up? How you doing? What's everybody been up to? What's good? All right. So it's doing that again. It's fine. It's whatever. I wonder, is it doing that on the other one? Is this one showing good? No, they're both showing bad. All right. I probably, ooh. I tried to do like 2 streams on YouTube, but I don't think that's gonna work. I wanted it to work so badly, but I don't think it's gonna work. I feel power. I made a boat at my cabin. Dang, this is lit today. Wait a minute. Dude, what's everybody been up to? What's good? Thank you for being on time. Your live streams are very late in my time, so it's sad that you're even later. I know. I get it. Now, I do have some somewhat depressing news though. Want to hear a chess joke? Not right now. Wait a minute. In 3 days, he'll do those 10 push-ups. Hey, come on now. Let's not do that. Come on, guys. I'm doing my best here. But I'm gonna have to restart I think I'm gonna have to restart the YouTube stream. So I tried it. It doesn't work. All right, I'll be right back. I promise. I promise. I'll be right back. Unless it does work. I don't. Nah, it's not working. Sadly, it's just not working. All right. I'll be right back. I'll refund if you want. I'm gonna do the push-ups. Give me 1 second. And we're gonna talk about Hikaru 2. Finally beat a Magnus. And we're gonna talk about Hikaru 2. Finally beat a Magnus. Give me a. All right. I should be back. Your boy H1 got a lot of. I should be back. It was a second. It was a second. What the heck is going on? Alright. Delete. It was literally just a second. Now you're vertical on horizontal. Yeah, I'm vertical on horizontal. Am I vertical on horizontal? On YouTube? I'm trying to fix something. It's now live streaming on chess. I'm trying to fix something. H1 forgot to pay the internet bill. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, Joshua. Let me check it. Am I vertical or horizontal? Check the YouTube. There's always technical difficulties as I'm trying to come back. No, I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. Just refresh the screen. It should be fine. Just refresh the screen. Anyway, I'm gonna turn on TikTok. We're gonna get started with the lesson. I'm going to turn on TikTok and we're going to get started. I just checked it. We're good now. And plus, let me do those push-ups right quick. Who asked for them? You know what? First, let me get who asked for them, and then we're going to start the push-ups. Who asked for them? Raise your hand. Who asked for the push-ups? That's a good way to start off the stream. Let's get it. Let's get it. Suspicious? Why did you end the real vertical stream? It worked fine earlier. Well, it was showing on my. It was doing some stuff on my side. It was saying that So this is how I'm gonna do it. I have another channel on YouTube that's called H1 Chess Live, and I'll just stream horizontal on there instead of on my 100,000 subscriber one. And that's pretty much how it's gonna go, because every time I try to do it all on one channel, it just never works out. Like your boy try to do new stuff and it just never works out. Anyway, let's get the push-ups done, because y'all be doubting my intelligence. Let's go. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. Woo! Got that done. Let's get that back up. Got to move this table to the side. Well, push-ups are really cool. Yes, sir. Push-ups are more than cool. Nice form. Thank you, Ostrich. 100K sub channel, but 11 Twitch viewers is crazy. I know, right? It makes but it kind of makes sense because I started on Twitch late. Like, if anybody knows my story, I started on TikTok first, and that's why I have the most followers on TikTok. And then I transferred to other areas, and Twitch has been like the last area to conquer, which is taking longer than usual, but it's fine. We'll get to 10K on Twitch pretty soon. We'll get there. Where you get all those trophies from? Just playing chess, doing me, beating kids in chess. In chess, you know what I mean? Doing what I have to do. Oh, y'all almost caught me slipping. Time for no, you almost caught me. No, don't make the clip, bro. Don't make the clip. I swear, I didn't mean it. I come on, guys. Shoot. So be it. You know what? I will always have an audience that believes in beating kids, I guess. There's probably half of y'all that believe in that still. Maybe. I don't know. There goes my career. Dang it. As a father with 2 kids, 2 daughters, y'all really think I be
your destiny.
Y'all really think I be doing that? What's your elos? 2300 on chess.com. It's okay, there's already 2 clips of you saying words.
Ash_Ketchum_19 followed your channel.
Thank you for the follows. I appreciate you. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you for all the likes too on YouTube. I'm just gonna say that beforehand. Before we start streaming on Twitch and get the lesson started, what do y'all want to write on the board? Do anybody got like a short quote to write on the board? Anybody got like a short quote to write on the board? Like something funny? Only people that's on Twitch can see this board over here. My bad. But if I wanted to show y'all, let me see. Okay. What's up? Life's a box of chocolates. Jesse, we need to play chess. Is that the quote that you want? Jesse, we need to play chess? That's what you want? Chess is like lemon juice. If you don't dive, you can't drive. If you don't dive, you can't drive. What is that a reference to? What is that a reference to? If you don't dive, you can't drive. Can we get like a chess related quote? Man, chess is like lemon juice. All right. Chess is like lemon. That's what y'all wanted. All right, let's get the lesson started. Let's get it started. Chess is like lemon juice, baby. Y'all couldn't think of anything better. Why are we crooked? I don't know. You know, ask yourself that. Right, you're a failure, but you'll get better. Nah, look, see, that's too depressing, Spotted. That's too depressing. Okay, let's turn on Twitch real quick. Practice mode. I mean, not Twitch. Oh, TikTok. We got practice mode going. All right, I gotta make the phone a little bit taller so people believe that I'm not as short as y'all think. Let's see. All right, and then we're leaving practice mode. What? TikTok, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta be kidding me. Y'all, dude, I guess we're gonna be sitting here and talking for a while because they want me to be on practice mode for 30 seconds. Like, what sense does that make? You gots to be kidding me. But anyway, so I seen the match, Hikaru Nakamura against Magnus Carlsen. I seen that match. It was very entertaining. I liked it a lot because it just showed that Hikaru, he still got it. He still got it. You know what I mean? Like, I was worried at the chess.com event thing, but yeah, him getting that Armageddon win, woo, that was tough. That was rough. Yeah, I'm happy for that dude.
Soviet
I'm happy for that dude because it's like, y'all don't understand. For me, being in the chess world for more than a decade now, I've seen all the Hikaru Nakamura losses, the classical match losses that they've been mentioning in the broadcasting. I've experienced all of them. That was unnecessary. And then after today, I was like, he's finally trying to get over that. It's still tough because it's Magnus, but I feel like he's somewhat getting past that mental barrier that he has facing Magnus Carlsen. So it's pretty cool. Chess in the City, what's up? How you doing? Oh my. All right. Dude, we're about to just... This mode is only you will have 30 seconds or more to explore. Yeah, when you see a countdown, you can choose to stay in this mode or go more. Dude, I don't understand what's going on TikTok. What is going on TikTok? What the heck is this? I don't get it. What the heck is going on? What? Okay. Whatever. Oh, that's the reason why. I'm on the wrong account. I had a dumb moment. Look, see, this is the reason why I really had a dumb moment. You know what I mean? Didn't Magnus say he's retiring from chess in a while? Yeah, he technically he is retired and he's playing as little chess as possible. But yeah, like it just, I mean, I don't know. It says something when Hikaru Nakamura beats Magnus Carlsen, and then Magnus Carlsen beat the actual world champion, which is Kukesh. Which Kukesh, I feel bad for him because he's trying his best. But at the same time, it's like, bro, like we need you to get up to that level pretty quickly, or you're gonna get left. You're gonna get left.
It's Thigrum followed your channel. Which
I think he has been training. He's been getting better. He's been trying to get better at faster time controls, which is cool for him. I just hopefully it's before the next World Chess Championship comes up, because if a big hitter like Fabiano Caruana or Hikaru, I don't even know why Hikaru Nakamura has been outperforming Fabiano Caruana recently, but if a big hitter wins at the candidates like Fabiano Caruana or Hikaru Nakamura, then it's most likely done for Kukesh. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm still rooting for Kukesh. Like, if he can like outperform them, then I'll be like, okay, he's a legitimate world champion. But I'm not anybody, right? He just has to do that himself. But let's start this chess lesson. There are famous people in chess. Yes, there are a lot of famous people in chess. There's a lot. Let's get this lesson started. Thank you for all the follows too.
Stubby underscore van underscore Wichelsberg followed your channel.
Befuddled. I'm befuddled. Oh my goodness. I've been, bro. You know what's kind of scandal? So one day I told my wife, like, what's up, it's Germ, how you doing? What's up, Stubby, how you doing? You know what's funny? I told my wife, hey, I feel like the older I get, like, I'm becoming more clumsy lately. And then, like, I walked past her, and she tried to trip me right afterwards. And then I looked at her, I was like, didn't I just get done telling you that the older I'm getting, the more clumsy I'm getting, and then you just tried to trip me all of us? It's a hard life out here, bro. It's a hard life. I've never heard of any of these people but Magnus Carlsen. Oh my goodness, Spotted. You're really like a beginner, to the chess community. Go look up people like Hikaru Nakamura, Gotham Chess, Magnus Carlsen, etc. Go look up all these people that can share with you the chess culture. It is very important. What is true love? I know, right? It just seems like true love. And let's get the push-ups done. Before we start the lesson, let's get the push-ups done, and then we can go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, cool. Let's get it. Y'all know how this goes. I don't know how to say your name. Anyway, we got this game here. 41 moves. We got this game by Bobby Fischer. Very interesting. What do I got next? It's good. There's me. Hikaru Nakamura. Fabi can finally be world champ. And without Magnus out of the equation, it's been a long time since an American won world championship. Yeah, that is true too. But hey, the better person wins. I don't ever care. Like, I've been following Fabiano for the longest. Henry, what's up? Anna Kremlin will make you love chess. What the heck, Eric? We got a freak in here. Anyway, y'all know how this goes. Whoever guesses the best move gets a shout out by H1. And we're going to be going over a Bobby Fischer game. And this is the game Bobby Fischer was going against Bent Larson. Bobby Fischer was the white pieces. Bent Larson was the black pieces. And let's get started. Make sure that you like, sub, wherever you're watching this at. What are we doing here? You just inspired me to try to do some push-ups. I failed, but I could do a few push-ups. Hey, that's all that matters, as long as you tried. It's just like chess. Quan, thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. This dude, Quan, on TikTok, was he the only one that liked the stream on TikTok? We got Julio watching from Mexico. Yeah, where's everybody watching this from? Let me know. It's not G4, Patzer. You still haven't sent me a game of a popular game starting with G4. I just reached my peak. Why is nobody giving me moves? What is the first move that Bobby Fischer made in this game? Who can guess it? What is the first move by the white pieces? Michigan City, okay. Chickens from Nashville. I didn't realize I was the one looking. It's the germ. What's up? DG? Yes, sir. Oh, Buffalo, let's get it. Hey, okay. So, this game started with this move E4. After E4, we got E6. I know. We all have a problem with this opening that's called the French defense. But Bobby Fischer decided to face it like a gentleman. And he did what move next. Because since they don't want to capture the center, we got to do it for our opponent. How can we do that? We do E4, they do E6. What's up? Knight to F3, not knight to F3. Not that move. Spotty, you was right the first time. It's the germ, stubby. Yeah, D4 is the move here. D4. And Chess Neo, you're correct too. After D4, D5, that goes into the French defense. Well, it's already a French defense after E6, but these are usually the first two moves if you want to play this opening for the black pieces. And so, after D5, what does white play next? What do you think? We are trying to go into one of the main lines of the French defense, and we need to develop pieces. E5, X, you're correct. So we got this move, knight to C3, defending this pawn. So now if he takes, we take back, which they went into this move, bishop to B4, which is a variation of the French defense, pinning this knight to the king on E1. So this knight cannot move because that would be an illegal move. What happens? What do we do next? And thank you for all the follows. 423 Spoons. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, buddy. E takes on D6. What? Knight C3. Chess in Real. Wait a minute. Who is that? Chess in the City. What's up? Skirt. What's up? How you doing? We got a live audience today. Let's get it. He decided to get some space in the center. A3 does attack the bishop on B4. That is true. That is true, but that's not the move that he played here. And that is just another variation that you could play against the French defense. What do we play next here? Y'all are some grandmasters. We got to play like Bobby. We got to play like Stubby, you're correct. So we got this next move. E5. E5. We're going to call you... Yeah, that's fine. E5. Knight to E7. And then what? Because they're developing pieces, we eventually need to get our king developed. But before we get our pieces developed, we need to figure out what's going on here along this diagonal. Like, are we going to keep this bishop pinning this knight to the king? Or are we going to solve this problem at this present moment? Because we did E5 because they was threatening to take it without us being able to take it back. Yeah, Chesneo, you're correct. Spring, you're correct. Bobby Fischer played this move a3. a3, bishop takes on c3, and most people might be wondering, okay, after bishop takes on c3, b takes on c3, and then the opponent played c5. Isn't this bad for us because we got the double pawns, and we got this isolated pawn on a3? Well, we're still in the middle game. Well, technically the opening, and we need to figure out where our pieces needs to go. And wherever our pieces go is going to determine how bad our pawn structure is. If we was in an end game, of course, this would be really bad because now our pawn, that pawn on a3 can't protect itself with another pawn, right? The pawns can't protect the a pawn, and the double pawns are really bad. But let's get into the middle game, get some type of attack on the king side, and then we'll determine if our bad pawn structure is warranted. c5, not c5, c4. A lot of people saying c4, knight to f3, bishop b2, bishop b5. Y'all saying c4 right now. If we do c4, our king is in the center, and technically right now, even though we have more space, our opponent is, they have one extra piece developed. So if we're gonna open up the position with c4, we really do have to be careful.
_clash_TTV.
I'm gonna give y'all 15 more seconds to figure out this next move. Knight to f3, f5, and thank you for all the follows too. I appreciate it. What is this next move here in this position? f5, king e2. King e2? Did you just say king e? Let me see. I'm chicken. If you say ke2, I'm gonna assume that you mean king e2. If you say ne2, that refers to the knight, and I'm going to assume that you mean knight to e2. I get that y'all want to play the bone cloud, but okay, I don't think I've seen this comment, but if you did say this comment, raise your hand. If you lie to me, then you get banned. a4. a4 was the move that Bobby Fischer made, because sometimes in this variation, you want to put this bishop on a3 and take control of this diagonal, and you don't want them to progress on their space capture on the queen side. You don't want them to do b5. So it's a two-purpose move. After a4, knight b to c6, and then what else? What else was played here in this position? What do y'all think? I didn't say that, and I can admit it. Thank you. Appreciate it. Being honest at chess is very important, apparently. It's really important. Oh, hopefully y'all didn't see that. Bishop b5, bishop a3, pawn to f4. Okay, so you're just trying to get more space with pawn to f4. Bobby Fischer decided to develop a piece. Bobby Fischer's trying to develop a piece. Hey, what you stream, would you rather that I watch from YouTube or Twitch? Either one is fine with me. Whatever gives you more exposure. Make sure that you like and follow, guys. And then I'll shout you out from that too. So bishop a3, yes. So he decided not to do f4, but develop a piece to get the king castle. Because the opponent now has more development than us, and we have more space. So that's the argument here that's going on within this opening. Knight g3. What is this lesson? This is a lesson Bobby Fischer against Bent Larson. Bobby Fischer as the white pieces, Bent Larson as the black pieces. We're trying to figure out the best moves here. kf3, let's get it. Let's go. Woohoo! Flying king, baby. Super king. kf3. That's so when you're saying kf3 in the chat, that's what I'm thinking. N(f3) is the move. That's algebraic notation. N is for knight, K is for king. Knight to f3, bishop d7. This is all still theory. And then what? What happens next here in this position? Yeah, I was first. Ah, snap. Tanny, you got it correct too. Good job. What are we playing next? Bishop b5 to castle? Bishop b5, okay, that's a move. But are you devoted to playing like bishop takes on c6 afterwards? Because if you're doing bishop b5 and then black hits you with a6, I'm guessing that you either consider a6 a weakness or you're going to take the knight. Because like, why would you just do bishop b5 and then go back to e2 or d3? That wouldn't make any sense in this opening. King takes king. If I remember, h4. Not h4. Bishop e2. We gotta... So, Bobby Fischer decided to go on this long diagonal. Sylvia, you're correct. He decided to do this move, a bishop to d3. So now, if black castles on the king side, we're already aiming at the h7 square, setting up a Greek gift. So they gotta be really careful of castling on the king side. Which black was like, okay, I'm gonna do queen c7 and make you more confused on where my king is going. What do we do? What happens here in this position? We are the white pieces. I said it first. Oh, you said it first. My bad, Ohio. Curious bystander, thank you for the follow. Castle, everybody saying castle. Scooby said castle. Pork chop said castle. Himbo, thank you for the follow. Easy does it says castle. Who else wants to castle? Prehistoric wants to castle. Who else wants to castle? Okay, Bobby Fischer decided to castle short. Remember, Bobby Fischer was always ready for the smoke. So they castled, and it was like, okay, you can't really castle on the king side, or I might have some Greek gift sacrifices going on here with the bishop takes on h7. So if you want to castle queen side, that's fine. I got an open B file, and maybe I can create something in the center. Let's see. After castle king side, c4 was a move, hitting our bishop on d3. What are we doing about this now? This next move should be simple, but, you know, I'm going to give y'all the option to mess up. I'm just going to call you Ohio. He was like, Ohio? Why you just shorted up my name? Vish the Fish? What's up? Well, since every other... Oh, it's him. I'll call you it's him. It's cool. Well, since every other square loses, the bishop to e2. Prehistoric is correct. Okay. Sylvia? Who else is correct? Doe? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we finding the perfect square to go to. We got to find the square that doesn't get captured by the opponent's pieces, and that's mainly a lesson for like the beginners that's in the chat right now. We're going to go bishop to e2. Pretty much the only safe square for that bishop to go, unless we have some tactics with bishop takes on c4 or bishop takes on h7. Bishop e2 is safe. It's the best. Here, and then black goes f6. And now they are attacking the front of our pawn chain. This is the base of our pawn chain, but now they're attacking the front of it. What do we do here? How do we combat this? They're trying to open up the center while their king is still in the center. And granted, you can do this because the game is so closed that they can actually keep their king in the center for a time, for a while, until white decides on what strategy they want to do to attack them. Rook to e. Oh, General Thiessen! Hey, good job. This dude's on it. What's up, Strong Trooper? How you doing? Rook to e1, basically prophesying, hey, if I put my rook on e1, right here, maybe, just maybe, if everything gets traded on the e-file, I'm going to be attacking your king. So you can do all these captures and whatnot, but I might be attacking your king if you do that. They played this move knight to g6. After knight to g6, what do we do next? What do we play? Thank you for the follows.
Followed your channel.
I appreciate it. Bishop takes on c4. Now bishop takes on c4. Parker turns. Thank you for sharing the live. Dude, thank you for sharing the live, and thank you for liking the stream, even on YouTube. I am on Twitch too. My Twitch handle is H1Chess. Bishop a3. Yeah, we do need to develop this bishop, but maybe bishop a3 isn't the best. Because if you go bishop a3, they put the knight on g6 for a reason, to get their knight to f4. And are we okay with their knight going to f4 if we do bishop to a3? I'm just saying the ideas that black has, and they're putting more pressure on this e5 square. And so what happens here? I'm going to give y'all 15 seconds to figure out the best moves for white here. Jermaine, thank you for sharing the live. One Bean Club, thank you for sharing the live. Pawn takes, g3. Flight me like
cheese. Follow your channel.
Thank you for the follow. Pawn takes on f6. Okay. I'm seeing all the the guesses, the moves that you think Bobby Fischer made here, he actually did decide to develop that bishop, but you're probably thinking where? G3? Okay, G3 stops the knight from coming in. But you got to be kind of careful doing moves like G3, right? Because then that leaves a weakness for, now after G3, they might be okay with castle and queenside and then pushing up Hector, which is the H pawn. They might be okay with that. You never know. And so Bobby Fischer, decided to do this move, bishop to E3 first. What the heck? I thought that was bishop to E3. Well, shoot. Okay, bishop to A3. He actually decided to cut off the diagonal on the F8 to A3 diagonal. I thought that was E3. Man, I need glasses. Anyway, after bishop to A3, F takes on E5. That works out. And he decided actually not to go for this knight to F4 move because bishop goes to F1 and I guess they're still fine. F takes on E5, and then what happens next? Man, Fish Boy did not plan bishop to E3. Fish Boy. Oh, you talk about Fischer? If it's not bishop H6, I'm raging. Knight takes back on E5. That clogs the E file. Bishop E3, B1, bishop E3. Okay, what are y'all thinking next? That's a bend there. Hey, chill. I'm trying to get my eyes together, I guess. You know what I mean? I'm trying to look at these little notation squares. But everybody that said D takes on E5 is correct. Oh, crap. Everybody that said D takes on E5 is correct. Because after D takes on E5, knight C takes on E5. And then what does white play next here? What does Bobby Fischer play next here in this position? Darn it. Make a vote. Nah, Fishboy is a bit. What? Is there somebody named Fishboy in the Twitch chat? Rook B1, knight takes on E5. Okay, prehistoric is correct. Because now the center is opening it up. And now y'all can see in this position why rook to E1 could be very important. Look, see, this rook is eyeing the king. Not right. It can't attack the king now, but in the future, it could potentially be attacked. Knight D4. I'm going to give y'all about 15 to 30 seconds to figure out this next move by Bobby Fischer. Someone wrote Fishboy to talk about Fischer. Spotted. See you later. You got to go. Mo. Wait a minute. Mo is correct. Knight takes on E5 was the move that was played here. Knight takes on E5. Knight takes on E5. And then what do we have next here in this position? What are we doing? One thing that you can tell, like that Bobby Fischer, he loves his bishops. Bishop on A3, bishop on E2. And we know that the bishop coordination is better than like any other coordination of pieces. It's definitely better than the two knights coordination, and it's definitely better than the bishop and knight coordination. The center is opened up. We got a queen on the D file and a rook on the E file, and their king is still on E8. That's why the computer actually favors white in this position instead of black, because they didn't decide to castle, and now they can't castle on the king side. So what do we do next to punish the opponent? Bishop to H5. Bishop to H5 check, but then you get slapped with G6. What comes after bishop to H5? Oh, look, see, Mo. I see you, Mo. I see you. Bishop H5, bishop H5. A lot of people saying bishop H5, but after this check in G6, like, what would be your plan there? He actually decided to control the center a lot more with what next move? John Mark, you're correct. Queen to D4. And if you're just now joining, we're trying to figure out the best moves for white. White is Bobby Fischer, and his opponent name is Bent Larson. After Queen D4, Knight to G6, because there were tactics like a bishop to H5, which would be attacking a knight with the rook, and they would have to move the knight anyway. So they decided, okay, let me just automatically move the knight to G6. It's the best move in the position. And so what do we do now? What do we do next here? Because Queen D4 actually amplifies the last move that you wanted to do here in this position. It actually amplifies the last move. That queen is doing a lot. It's attacking the g7 pawn. The queen is centralized, and potentially that queen can snap off d5 because the rook is opening it up. Shortly that rook is going to be opening up, pinning that pawn there. Average guy, you're correct. Bishop to h5 is the next move here. And thank you for the live raid, Chess Sharks. Hey, let's go! Let's get it. Thank you. Appreciate the raid, the 46 people. Hopefully y'all had a good stream. Bishop h5, king to f7, because this king had to protect this pawn on g7 and that knight on g6.
Chess Sharks
But
followed your channel.
we're already too active here. Bobby Fischer is winning this game, but we still have to play everything perfectly. If we don't, then we can let our grandmaster friend come back into this position. But our bishops is doing a really good job here. Our pieces are really doing a good job. Will you play viewers later? Yeah, I will be playing viewers later after this lesson. I'm here to teach a back rank checkmate. Look, see, Caden. That's a really funny video. That video actually did really well on every platform that I posted that at. So thank you for participating on learning back rank checkmate in that video. Or teaching that. Queen f4. Queen f4 is the Botez Gambit. Queen f4 is the Botez Gambit. I know y'all was thinking, okay, if you go queen f4, the knight can't capture the queen. But this queen on c7 can capture the queen. Let's not sack that. That's not good. But we do need to attack. We do need to go forward with our pieces and attack. And one principle that you need to keep in mind, if we're pinning something, how can we attack that pinned piece? And how can we create more open lines to the king on f7? We need to do both of those things at the same time here. Rook to e3. I like the rook lift idea. That's what I was looking at first, which is still winning. But we got another move here. Adversity. I'm just going to call you adversity now. F4 was the move that was played here. F4. And anybody that got it, Gail, Instagram, you correct. F4. Rook H to E8, defending this pawn. And then what's the only move that keeps the advantage? What's the only move that keeps the advantage? Like, why did we do F4? Very simple idea here. Why can't we do queen to E4? D takes on E4? Because they can just take our queen. We don't want to Botez Gambit it. Smart, you're correct. DW, you're correct. Dominique, DJ, all of you is correct. All of you is correct. Who said? I swear y'all just be saying moves now. Mario, I'm calling. Wait, who? Oops, I'm calling you out. Oops, sorry, Mario. You're cool. But why would you ever do queen to E5 here? Why? Like, come on now. Not queen E5. F5. We did F4 to do F5. Did F4 to do F5. Open up the lines in front of the king. F5. E takes on F5. And then what else? You said queen. I know. My bad, Mario. My bad. F5. E takes on F5. And then what else was played here? Sefto, what's up? How you doing? Hamza, what's up? How you doing? Queen D5. Jeff Bucky, you're correct. And make sure that you keep on liking the live stream and sharing the live. Queen takes on D5 was next. And by doing this move F4 to F5, we actually broke their pawn chain that they had here. The E6, D5, C4 pawn chain. The French defense pawn chain is really hard to get through. And Bobby Fischer did it excellently. Queen takes on D5. King goes to F6. And that can't be good, right? The king going to F6 cannot be advantageous for them. The king should be home somewhere away from the action. Like king H8. If black wanted to teleport the king, they probably want to teleport the king to either H8 or somewhere on A8 or something. But the king is on F6. The king is on F6. What do we play next here? Rook takes on E8. Bishop D6. What do we play? G4. Rook E6. Where are the white pieces? We're trying to figure out the best moves for white. What are they? Rook F1. Queen D4. So I'm going to tell you this right now. Let me see. Some of y'all is going to get the best move. Actually, Bobby Fischer did not play the best move. So if you get this move correctly, congrats on your chess journey, and you played a move better than Bobby Fischer. So the best move is actually bishop to d6 here. And then the second best move is actually queen to d4. The move that was played here was bishop to f3. And going backwards with the pieces, it's threatening this pawn on b7. The position really didn't call for this move. But I'm not going to... Why would you ever question Bobby Fischer? Bishop f3. Knight goes to e5. They found like the only defense here. And then what do we play next here? We're white. That knight is kind of doing a lot right now. What do we play next? Rook f1. Y'all still want to do rook to f1? Y'all still want to do rook to f1? Now bishop to d6. Okay. That is an energetic move, bishop to d6. But remember, they did knight to e5 to take this bishop on f3. And if we do bishop to d6, they do have an intermezzo move, knight takes on f3, checking the king on g1. And we have to get out of that check first. I mean, if you were... I feel like you would question Bobby a lot. Not in chess. Everything else maybe, but not in chess. Bishop h5. Not bishop to h5 here. And thank you for liking the stream. And if you're just now joining, we're trying to figure out the best moves for the white pieces. We're trying to figure out the best moves for Bobby Fischer. I'm teaching right now. And the more that you comment, the more that you guess the moves correctly, the better your chess strength is going to be. It's the germ. You are correct. And everybody else that got this move, you are correct. Gregory. Who else? Who else in here? Who else got it? The Yuso, thank you for the follow. Brenx, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Queen d4. Pinning the knight to the king on f6. A pin is always pretty nasty. And then we have this next move by them. King g6. What happens after king g6? And I'm not saying... this game, like the computer's saying this is equalized. I'm saying this is really hard for black to figure out the best move every single time, especially after this next move. What do you think Bobby Fischer did here? I was going to say a one knight to d1. One knight to d1, what? What was Bobby Fischer's next move? Bishop to c1, okay, y'all trying to still get at the king. I get that, I feel that. Because what they want to do is probably like h6, king h7, and get their king out of the way. Bobby Fischer kept the threats going. Devin, you're correct. Man Ray, you're correct. Rook takes on e5. What's the next move here? And you already know if Bobby Fischer sacks a piece and then it's playable, then you most likely have some problems here. This dude, shoot, playing like a Dubov up in here. Rook takes on e5. Well, Dubov is playing like Bobby Fischer. Don't get me wrong here. Rook takes on e5. Queen takes on e5.
ManRay0
and then
followed
what?
your channel.
What was the purpose of taking the knight on e5? Because if they would have taken a rook, bishop d6 would have been really ugly. That would have been a really ugly fork. So they took with the queen for a purpose. Jeff, you are correct. Cam Moore, you are correct. I gotta go. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Smarter. I appreciate it. Y'all know when I be streaming Monday through Friday. Is Bobby Fischer better than Alexander Botez? Most likely, yes. Queen takes on d7. Maybe not in bullet. Rook, nah, I don't know about that. Actually, I'm never gonna... Yeah, but if Bobby Fischer had a mouse, he would love bullet. Maybe. I don't know. Queen takes on d7. Rook a to d8, and then what else? What else was played here? Monday through Friday, what time? 10 o'clock Central Time, Monday through Friday. Rook a to d8, attacking the queen on d7. Their king is still out there, and yeah, I mean, we got two bishops for a rook. So our position is pretty good right now. I would rather the bishops rather than the rook. The bishops is always going to overpower the rook. It depends on the position, obviously. But, you know, if I had to choose, if I had to pick, I'd rather the bishops rather than the pawn and the rook. So what do we play next here? Queen c7. Cam Moore, you're correct. Bishop h5 sucks. Never mind. She's better at hanging queens, maybe. Yeah, true. Are you from Chicago? No. What are we playing next here for the white pieces? Come on, guys. Come on. I'm going to give y'all another 15 to 30 seconds to figure out what Bobby Fischer played. Because there's only one move that kind of keeps the game equalized. And if we don't find this move, then you might be losing to black. Because those rooks are very powerful at this present moment. They're controlling the E file and the D file. And that's why, in verse, I think, Strong Trooper, you're correct. And prehistoric, queen takes on B7. Just had to take that pawn off the board. That's what equalizes it. Queen takes on B7. Thank you, Commando. I appreciate the dono. They played this move, queen to E3, checking the king on G1. And then, what do we play next? What do we do here? The king has two options. This should be easy for everybody. This should be easy for everybody. And make sure that you like the stream on YouTube and on TikTok. Let's get to over 10K on TikTok, on YouTube. Let's get over 50 likes, man. The king can either go to H1 or F1. Where are you putting this king? H1 or F1? This is a test for all. This is a test for everybody, because one of them is winning and one of them is losing. So this is a real good test for everybody. Like the other one falls for checkmate in 2, and the other one keeps you in the game to fight another day. King to F1. Do not do king to H1 and then get checkmated to 2 with queen E1, rook takes on E1, rook takes on E1. No. King F1. Back rank checkmate. It just came up again. Do not get back rank checkmate in chess, all right? You can always avoid it. Just be cautious of it. King F1. They're going pretty aggressive. Rook to D2. They're threatening checkmate, queen F2. What do we play now? Where are the white pieces here? Mister, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Enzo, thank you for the follow. Bishop H5 maybe? Bishop H5 now? Well, we gotta do something here, right? Because they're threatening checkmate in 1. And so our next move has to be some type of check or some type of defense of queen to F2. How do we do that? This is scary. Elijah, you're correct. Who else is correct? Strong Trooper, thank you for the follow.
Strong Trooper SP followed your channel.
This dude said King C4. King C4? Oh my gosh. Queen to C6, checking the king along the 6th rank. Good job. So after queen to C6, rook moved up to E6. They're both just doing brilliant moves right now. Rook to E6. And then what does white play here? Because we did queen C6 to not only check the king, but give added support to what move next. Kick trophy. Wait a minute. Who is that? Kick physics? I don't. You got it correct. We're not queen sacking, but we did queen to C6 to do Strong Trooper. You're correct too. We did queen C6 to do finally bishop to C5, and this saves the game. Literally the only move that saves the game. And then black found the only move that keeps the game going forward too, with rook to F2.
How to fix that followed your channel.
And after rook to F2, look at this position right now. It's going crazy. You wouldn't think that the rooks will be able to like compete with the bishops, but in this position, since we have kind of a weak king, it does. And they have a weak king too, but for some reason there's tactics flying everywhere, and we gotta calculate the best way possible to survive. King on F1 is being attacked. And so Bobby Fischer did king G1, only move. And then black did rook takes on G2. And this is Ben Larson here. This is not a nobody. He's a very popular grandmaster. So after rook takes on G2, what do we do next? This game keeps on going forward. Oh my goodness, Lockie, this is a chess stream, bro. Why are you talking about accountability? And who's winning the 100-man versus the gorilla? Actually, let's stay on topic here. What's going on after rook takes on g2? What are we doing here? King takes? Sefto saying king takes? Are we taking with the king or with... Well, I guess you got to take with the king, right? Or are you doing king h1? Because this is a double check. Queen is attacking the king on g1 and the rook. And so that's why Bobby Fischer decided to do king takes on g2. Queen to d2, attacking the king on g2. And then what was played next? What's played next here? Do we do king to g3 or king h3? Do we go further? What do we do here? This game is going crazy. Ray, thank you for the follow. GMC, thank you for the follow. Javix, thank you for the follow. Dang, y'all going in. Let's go. Rook d1. We cannot do rook d1 because the king is in check and we got to get out of check. Whatever's not getting out of check, that would be an illegal move.
Followed your channel.
That would be an illegal move. Bishop f2.
Winlord 34 followed your channel.
Ali, you are correct. King h1 was the move that was played here. And after king h1, guess what black played? They took our queen on c6. After rook takes on c6, bishop takes on c6, and then they played this next move. Queen takes on c3. Which side would you prefer having? I have a question for everybody. Let's answer this. Put a 1 in the chat. Why are you playing this music? Put a 1 in the chat if you prefer the white pieces. Put a 2 in the chat if you prefer the black pieces. And just to let y'all know, this is equal, but still in this position, there is one move that stays in the game for the white pieces. And if we don't do this move, then you're automatically losing. You're automatically losing. Okay, I see a lot of people that wants the queen. I get it. I get it. It is easier just to play with the queen. But these two bishops and rook is very powerful. It's up to you which choice that you want. Which choice that you want. Mo, you are correct. Rook to g1 is the only move that keeps white in the game. Rook to g1, king f6, and then what? In this game, just to let y'all know, this game ends in the next 8 moves. This game ends in the next 8 moves. Giga, thank you for the follow. TTBMYT. What's with all those letters? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Eli, thank you for the follow. Rook to g1, king f6, and then what is played next? So, oh my goodness gracious, Tangy. Devin, thank you for the follows. What's going on next here? DW, you're correct. So, Bobby Fischer liked pawns, just like anybody else, and that's why he decided to do bishop takes on a7. And after bishop takes on a7, black played this move g5, which wasn't the best move, but I mean, they got a queen and pawns. What else are they supposed to do here? What does white play next? Because we're Bobby Fischer. We're still trying to win this. We really don't care that we're facing a grandmaster opponent here. We're taking them seriously, and we should always try to win every single game because that's how chess works. We got to destroy their brain, right? What do we play next? We're white. Or yellow. I mean, I know people like to notice that the pieces are yellow instead of white, but, you know, let's pretend like we have color blindness. Just for a second.
HYP3RX1X followed your channel.
G5. Oh, I think somebody got it. Christopher, you're correct. Christopher, you're correct. Bishop to b6. Bishop to b6. Only move. Queen takes on c2. And then what happens? Why did we do this move bishop to b6? What's the purpose? Why did we take this pawn and do this move bishop to b6 in a timely fashion? What's the idea now? Make sure, and if you're just not joining, we're trying to figure out the best moves for the white pieces here. I'm doing a chess lesson for free for y'all to get better at this game. Because it's not that hard, you know. It's not that hard. It is really hard to become the best, per se, but it's not that hard to like figure out how the pieces move and figure out what checkmate is, and that stuff is fun. At this time, there were no engine. Bobby couldn't analyze with Stockfish. Oh my goodness gracious. You think Bobby Fischer was analyzing with Stockfish in 1970s? Albert, and everybody that said push up this pawn, you're correct. This game is about to end in the next 5 moves. After a5, queen b2, and this game is pretty much hopeless now, but black tries their best to move their queen out the way, keep attacking the bishop on b6, and trying to push their pawn on c4 and promote it to the c1 square. So that's their plan. What do we do since we know about this plan? What's our idea? Potato Kraken, you're correct. Sefto, you're correct. A Superman, you're correct. Bishop to d8 was the move that was played by Bobby Fischer. Bishop to d8, king to e6. And then what? 3 more moves, guys. We got to find the best moves here. We got to find the best moves here. We got the 2 bishops, we got the rook, and we got a pass pawn. There has to be something. There has to be something to do here in this position. Cookie, you're correct. There we go. Everybody's getting it right. We're almost done. Prehistoric, you're correct. Yeah. So the main idea is going to be to push the pawn. Put more pressure on the opponent right now. Which they did queen to a3 because they don't want the pawn to be pushed any further. And they can't push their own pawn because they're just a move too slow. And their king is on e6. And our king is actually safe on h1 with the bishop on the diagonal. There's no checks along this diagonal. And the rook is on g1 protecting the king on the first rank. So the combination of where the pieces are is perfect. How do we keep on progressing on pushing the pawn? b7? Eli, you're correct. Who else is correct? It's the germ, prehistoric. Yeah, a bishop to b7 first. Bishop to b7, protecting the pawn because we don't just want to lose Avery. And then they played queen to c5 because they don't want the pawn to be pushed to the a7 square. What happens next here? What happens next? What's the cleanest way to win this in 2 more moves? We need to figure out a way to push the pawn to a7. And Bobby Fischer figured out a perfect way to do it in 2 moves. Rook to a1. Okay, rook to a1. Maybe they have a shot with like queen to a6. It's probably still winning. I'm not even gonna lie. Rook to a1 is still winning because we get to push the pawn very easily. I like the way that he did it. But if you said rook to a1, you are correct. If you said bishop takes on g5, you're correct. I mean, everything is winning here. But he played the most distinctual move. Albert, you're correct. It's the germ, you're correct. Rook to b1. Oh, tack the clown, you're correct. Rook to b1. A very specific move. And then after rook to b1, c3. And what's the last move that wins the game for the white pieces? What's the last move? Why did we do this move, rook to b1? What's the purpose? All right, okay, this is up to y'all. Y'all got to make the opponent resign. This is Bent Larson that we're talking about here. We need to look up some games of Bent Larson because he plays some pretty good chess games. It's a germ, Sefto, prehistoric. Everybody got it. I want everybody to get this next move. Dax, order. Yeah, thank you for all the follows too and all the likes of this stream. Cool. There we go. Got everything. Yeah, Miles got it too. Miles Morales. Bishop to b6 made the opponent resign because not only are we attacking the queen, but we're going to keep on pressing this pawn to a7, to a8, and queening, and there's no way that they can stop us. There's no way that they can stop us in this position. And so they decided to resign. I mean, it was tough. It was tough while it lasted, but shoot. What else are they supposed to do here? The pawn is going to be promoted. This Fischer's going to be taking the queen pretty soon. probably the last ditch effort they have is like pushing the pawn down. Pushing the pawn down, right? Probably the last ditch effort. Pushing c2. Attacking the rook on b1. You most likely don't want to do bishop takes on c5, but what move wins it here? Let's continue on. What move wins it here so that everybody understands why this is an easy game? Rook c1. Not rook c1, then queen takes on b6, and it's hopeless. It's hopeless. This is why I kept on going forward. Space, security plays. Yeah, this is why I need y'all to understand the concept of what's going on here. John Mark, you're correct. You have to see this one check. Rook to e1. King moves, then we take queen. All right? Always keep in your mental forcing moves. Forcing moves is checks, captures, and threats in that order. Always keep that in mind when you're playing the game of chess. Not just yours, but your opponent's. You should actually know your opponent's plans better than your plans. But anyway, thank you for being here for this game. I go over these games Monday through Friday. Even on Fridays, I do a whole rapid Swiss tournament. So if you want to join that, you can. I'm streaming on Twitch. My Twitch handle is H1 Chess. My YouTube channel name is Chess Knowledge with H1. We just got verified and passed 100K subscribers on YouTube. So I am excited for that. It is a whole bunch of content there and playlists for beginners, intermediate players, and advanced players. And yeah. It's time to face some viewers, but sadly, I can't do it on TikTok at this present moment since I'm on my phone on TikTok. And I feel like this is the best way to teach these lessons on TikTok. So, yeah, I will see y'all later, and we're going to move on to Twitch. My Twitch handle is H1 Chess again. I will see y'all tomorrow, all right? Have fun. Make sure that you follow, like the stream before I log out. I'm glad that y'all using the sounds too. I got some new sounds, but I figured out that I only have a limit of 10 sounds with the channel points. I only have a limit of 10 sounds, so I might rotate them throughout the week. And I'm talking to everybody on Twitch. I might rotate the sounds throughout the week. Hey, we got Eagle's subscription. We got the Eagle subscription. We got to do 10 more push-ups. Rest in peace, squats. Lovely lesson. Thank you, Eagles. Appreciate it. All right. Hey, dude, I know. I shouldn't be doing that. I know. 3, 4, 6.
Eagle 7676 followed your channel.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, cool. We got those push-ups done. Let's play some chess before I gotta go in 20 minutes. Let's play some chess before I gotta go in 20 minutes.
Ryan69 followed your channel.
Let's go.
It is what it is.
Who am I playing? You challenge?
Pace just followed.
All right, we're gonna stick with Blitz and Bullet for the next 20 minutes. Stick with Blitz and Bullet.
Let's go.
Thank you for all the follows.
FLTR
Appreciate
followed
it.
your channel.
Let's go. Who wants some?
Free
cat. See you later.
Just followed.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
If you're gonna challenge me in Bullet, it has to be 1-0. If you're gonna challenge me in Bullet, it has to be 1-0.
Dora Ugle 21 just followed.
And if you're gonna challenge me in Blitz, it has to be
Boy
3-0.
David 1 followed your channel.
5 minutes is basically rapid. Dang, look at all the follows. Let me see all the follows
Dora
right quick.
Ugle 21 followed
Dora
your channel.
Hugo, thank you for the
Mission
follow.
failed. We'll get them next
Who
time.
else? Filter Space, thank you for the follow. Oye David, thank you for the. Hey, how you doing? Who else?
Big Tank 831
Big Tank.
just followed.
Let's get it. How do
Big
you
Tank
use the sound?
831 followed
I don't
your
have any
channel.
sound set up for YouTube yet, but I need to figure out some stuff. I just got to look up some YouTube videos on how to do extensions because it's a little bit different, I will say. Like YouTube need to catch up. 5 minutes is basically, 5 minutes is basically rapid. Anyway, let's go.
Black Nerve just followed.
Thank you. Wait a minute. His name is bro. Why? That's a little bit okay. Black nerd. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, what is going on here in this position? So we're attacking this pawn. What are we doing here? Are we gonna do c4? The tournament, the Norway tournament, has been pretty good actually. I've liked all the games, even the woman chess tournament that's part of Norway. I like those games too. Been pretty good, pretty awesome. I think her name is Wenjun. That is the women's chess champion. Yeah, I don't think anybody's on her level except for Hoya Fan. Hoya Fan would probably always be the best player, but she needs to come out of retirement. I don't know what she's been doing. I'm like 1000 elo in rapid and 500 in blitz. Can I still play you? Yeah, you can. This is how it's gonna go. Everybody's just going to randomly challenge me, and I'm going to accept the challenges randomly. That's basically how this is gonna go. You forgot about Judith Poker. I kind of didn't. I kind of did. Yeah, I did. Honestly, I did. Let me respect the Poker sisters. Even though I do think that if Hoya Fan would have went full throttle on chess instead of going to law school, she would have been one of the best. But, you know, you win, you lose some. You win, you lose some. She is the GOAT, though. I will give it to Judith Poker. H will decline my rigid challenge where I only give him pawns in a custom position. Yeah, why would I want to play with just pawns? Not that I can even see it when you're challenging me, but why would I just want to play with just pawns? I don't want that. I don't want that for myself. And you're actually a really good player. So I don't even know why you would want that. Anyway, the rook was trapped. They could have played something differently here instead of trapping the rook. Or was it just losing? There's probably some way that their rook isn't trapped. But it's fine though. It's fine. The game still goes. It's not like they're losing. Because if I take rook, knight takes, and the only thing that's good for me is this knight in the center. I don't really have to immediately take the rook right now. So let's do something else that's kind of like a Magnus move. Because the tournament has really inspired me. Oh, what? Have anybody been watching the Hans Niemann versus Daniel Dubov games? Have anybody been watching that? Because Hans Niemann was doing really good. And then, like, he's such a streaky player. I don't understand what's his problem, too. I don't understand what's his problem. But I have noticed that Hans Niemann is a very streaky player. Like, if he's winning, everything's going good. But if he's not winning, then, I don't know. He just folds under pressure. Because you beat me with just a queen and some minor pieces and bullets, so I have to give myself a chance. That is true. I did forget about that. I am very sorry. I am very sorry. Oh, crap. Just to warn everybody, there will be no chess break today. Because I actually got to get going and do some stuff after the stream. Anyone who could beat 13 world champions still in park games is a GOAT. Okay. I respect that. Was that really good? Actually, it works. As long as they're not trapping my bishop in the speed and kettle structure, it still works. I don't mind trading queens, though. Why do I even watch you if there is no chess break? Come on, bro. I gotta do stuff. Sadly, with social media crap, I can't just... Oh, yeah. Let's do that. Like, don't blame me. Blame the game. Don't blame me. Blame the game. All right? Do I want to just play chess and play other video games with y'all? Of course. In order for me to do this, to keep it going, I have to work. I have to do stuff after stream. He's doing really good defending, but I'm already up in exchange. I'm attacking this pawn. This knight is pretty beastly. If they push pawn up, the knight is pretty good. Yeah, even in this position, if they pushed pawn up, I can't push my pawn up. I can't even attack the knight, so I would have to reroute to the f-file. And even then, they're still partially defending. But good job by the opponent. I mean, dude, losing an exchange and still being able to survive till the end is very commendable. At 1 a.m., nearly 2 a.m. Yeah, yes. At 1 a.m., nearly 2 a.m. Remember, I got kids, so I got to do everything at nighttime. I don't have no other time than when my kids are asleep to do extra work on the side. How to stay calm when in a tournament? It definitely does depend on your chess personality, but, you know, taking some water, getting a good night's rest, being good with your tactics, doing tactic puzzles, being prepared in your openings is going to keep you calm at a tournament. Now, the more experience that you have at tournaments, the better. If you're just a nervous prone person, then you're just gonna have to use that to your advantage, just like Drunk Lee in Naruto. You gotta just have to use that to your advantage. Who's next? No bullet games? All right, no bullet games. I was gonna accept the bullet game. I was gonna accept the bullet game. Okay, if I do blitz games, I can only play 2 more blitz games. But let's play prehistoric if we're going blitz today. All right, I'm down a rook. I just now noticed that we didn't have music. You know what? We usually always have music in the streams. Let's do one without music. Just me talking, entertaining you with my voice about chess. And eat lots of pretzels and oranges. Oh yeah, I don't have a rook, so maybe I should not be playing the Sicilian. Playing the Sicilian might be the worst thing for me right now. Yeah, this is not going to be good. Let's just play fast. Like I said before, usually if you're down a piece, just play fast and make them push. If they don't like pushing, then that's good for you. Do your daughter play chess? Your wife plays chess? So me and my wife used to teach chess at schools around in our area, in the Kansas City area. So my wife do know how to play chess. She probably doesn't remember how the pieces move right now because it's been so long, but she does know how to play chess. My daughters don't know how to play chess yet. My oldest daughter is 5 and my youngest is 3. So not her yet, but you know, it's fine. It happens. I do want to start teaching my kids how to play chess when they have that innate desire. I don't think that I want to just force my kids to play chess like other people do, which is fine. Just my opinion on stuff.
Squidgy Space 597 followed your channel.
Just my opinion on stuff. I don't want to force my kids to play chess. Oh, that was just a free bishop. What? I'm up here talking to you about my kids and then I'm just missing free pieces. Oh my goodness. That is crazy.
Elspites just followed.
That is crazy.
LCE Bytes followed your channel.
Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. But missing a whole night capture is wild. Missing a whole night capture is wild. Would H1 be one of those helicopter dads if his daughters plays chess? Helicopter dad? You mean taking my kids on a helicopter to different tournaments? That would be nuts. You know what? With a few more subscriptions, guys, we can be a helicopter dad. You know, how would y'all feel if that's where y'all money went towards, was to my kids' chess knowledge? Would y'all feel good about that? Would y'all accept that? I don't have any other moves to do. How did I lose the rook so quick? I don't know. Okay, we will talk about where your doggo is. What? Doggo? Okay. I was meaning to go here. I should have went back to bishop to b7 so they didn't have rook to c8, but they got 45 seconds left. We're good. We got this. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation. Ah, come on. Really? Okay. Well, at least, okay, they're defending the pawn, but at least I could do bishop to b7 to prevent them from ever going rook to c8. My pieces are very passive right now, but they got 20 seconds left. So, and we get the free pawn. Okay. There we go. We got the A pawn. We got the passed A pawn. All right. You know what? Let's risk it for the biscuit. Okay, they didn't even think about the sacrifice. That's fine. There we go. Not enough time. Good game. You gotta play fast, and you gotta go forward with your pieces. But good game. I appreciate it. In this game, I would say this was good. But one thing you got to do is you got to play more aggressive. So rook c8 would have been fine here. Rook c8, bishop b7. Maybe the rook goes back here. I would have to go back and then defend the pawn. And now you're cooking. Now you're cooking. There's no checkmate here because of knight to c1. But yeah, this would have been really annihilating because I'm basically already not playing with 3 minor pieces since I closed up the position. I'm just waiting on you to lose on time at this point. But yeah, pretty good job. Shrew, let's get it. I haven't played Bullet in so long. Let's take. Let's trade all the pieces, try to just win on time. Or until my opponent makes a mistake. Either way, it's fine with me. That's a free pawn. That's fine with me. Attack the queen and the bishop. Attack this pawn. Attack the knight. I gotta go into the spirit of Bobby Fischer. How can I keep up the pressure like Bobby Fischer? All right. That makes it a little bit simpler. And then I think I could just win this game on the strategy front. Let's push up the H-pawn. Put the rook on the second rank. All right, just push these pawns down. They gave me a protected passed pawn. Keep the protected passed pawn right there. Push up the D pawn. Actually, let's get our king into the game. You know what? No funny business. No funny business. Right. There we go. Good game. Good game. I tried to distract him for with the doggos, but it did not work. It did not work. Not at all. I suck at bullet. I'm gonna challenge you. I'm a car for just challenge me. Just challenge me. My name is already on here, and it's a lot easier. I'm challenging viewers.
Judy03 just followed.
Yeah, I got 5 more. I'm going until like 12 p.m. Central Time, so y'all got about 7 more minutes. And so let's just stick with bullet now. Chessy Fresh, let's get it. Now I'm not.
Let's go.
Zezicaptix followed your channel.
Just to let you know, if you are a beginner, if you're under 1,000 elo, I would suggest you face me in a custom battle, because I'm just gonna tell you right now, I'm not usually the person that goes easy on you. So like, face me in a custom battle, so it's about as equal as you want it to be. That's going to be more beneficial to you than you playing me in like a full match with a whole bunch of pieces. FYI. But if you challenge me with all my pieces, I'm going to think of that as you want war with me, and I will go full throttle with no mercy. Because that's how I was taught when I was playing chess. My brother did not have any remorse for his 9-year-old little brother that just wanted to spend time with him. He had no remorse. And so, like, if you feel bad afterwards, that's, control your feelings and get back on the chessboard. Get back in the chess game. We must fight for democracy. You know what I mean? You gotta fight for something. I'm 200 elo. I want war. Hey, there we go. I will say this though. If you do face me with all my pieces, I do respect the war aspect. Like if you face me with every single piece and you just keep on asking for a rematch, I respect it, honestly. Like, who wouldn't want to face off against like a stronger opponent? That's always been my mentality. I'm 33.7 elo. I think I could mate in 6. Okay, bet. You think you can mate in 6? Do you do guess elo? I don't know what's my accurate elo on chess.com. Since I only ever play unrated, I can give you my PGN of me first time beating. I don't do guess the elo because that's Gotham Chess thing, and I do feel like that just belongs to Gotham Chess, right? And so that wouldn't make any sense for me to do it, but I do the teaching stuff. I teach. I think this is gonna be my okay. I could probably fit in 2 more bullet games. Then I'm going to have to go. Yes, I went for it. Okay, now I can do it. Wait a minute, this position is weird. And why is he still going so fast? That's also weird. Oh no, wait a minute. I had to I'm down 10 seconds. I gotta go faster. He's going at a good speed. I support this 100%. He's going at a really good speed. That speed that you was going at though, keep that speed. Like, I don't know if you're listening to me while playing chess, but keep that speed. You just need to be a tiny bit more accurate with your moves, and then you're golden. Almost. I don't know how to checkmate. Oh. All right, good game. Yeah, keep that speed. That was a good speed on bullet. I like the confidence. Oh, we got ice bites. One last viewer. Ice bites. We got ice bites. Ice bites, baby. Do.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Chat versus H1. Instead of Magnus versus the world, what about chat versus H1? Or chat versus the world? Okay, this 200 wants a problem.
It is unavoidable. It is your destiny.
Dude, 200s play like this nowadays? I respect it, but still. 200 plays like this. All right.
Get the hell out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Okay. Get out! Get out!
I'm glad that we kept that sound. Okay. Good game. He was playing really good at the beginning. It's just when we got down and dirty with the business, that's when everything just went down the drain. But I do support the spirit. Face me.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
As a 200 with all your might. I respect it. Okay. How can I, let's see, take that? Okay, there you go. Good game. All right, that's it. I will see you later, guys. People make fun of low-ranked players, but not much you could do whenever other game is versus a Smurf account. You never know. You never know. That's why I play you at your level. Like, I don't do bullet games. That makes sense. Ice bites. That makes sense. Bullet is a whole different game, too. Should I do 2 video game breaks? You know what? Just for you, Sefto, and for Patrick Gamer, I will do 2 video game breaks. I'll do 1 game, and then I'll do another game, because I still need to pay for the Nintendo membership anyway. Your boy's a procrastinator. Your boy loves procrastinating way too much. Anyway, I will see you next time, YouTube. Keep on fighting to the end. Stay focused on chess and in real life too. Peace. All right, so Twitch.